太紧张了，我天呐。Hey guys, welcome back to my study live stream. Now time is 22 o'clock, 19:45 seconds, and we begin our study live stream for today. Already the second one, and today is your Dienstag and 26 August 2025. And China time is already the second day, is 27th already. And so we go now, and we all want blob and muffin today. Because we haven't got the time to buy. I don't got the reminders who remind me to buy the blob and muffin. So yesterday we haven't saw the text show, and that is so slim. Because the similar like that has the weather forecast, and so I haven't seen that, and I don't know why. And yesterday I just fall asleep when I came back home, and today we're gonna study because we have a heavy task to do, and so let's just jump into the key content, so to say, key points. We just jump to the study content. And today I got a lot of sparkling thoughts from the side of new team, I'm gonna say, and the have more tricks about how the campus management functioning, and also the SPO, and they telling me a lot of things which I really don't know, and since years in the central area, in the central university, and they don't tell you what is matters and etc. because they only know their study regulation, like the degree in the arts, for example, and they are very different than the eco faculty and business. So in this sense, we're gonna directly jump into the study content, and welcome back, you guys. And so let's kind of move to the things we actually should do, and etc. So yeah. Today I went to the PC pool because I meant to go back to the student apartment to clean the things, but I really got no energy. Like I don't have that conscious, and I feel like devastating. And when I came back, and it's so dark, like a student apartment, and the conscious in the mind was so much hindered that on the road that you feel like a lot of obstacles that don't allow you to go there. So apartment, they want you to delay so that you can pay more, and the tax price and etc. The prices and etc. So from my point of view, I really don't have that much money, and I want to save more money. But the problem is that I really got that no motivation to go there, and I feel like once I move to the student apartment on the road, my intimacy part will be gonna take away. And compared to this kind of loss, and I would rather to keep the pace slow down and not just like hash to go there, and the lost intimacy party and etc. Those kind of schwer thing. And so yeah, we maximize our time and potential now to get involved into the important content, and it's study the exams. And so let's go. I want to tell you guys is that today I am in the PC pool. I have wrote a little bit about the content of PowerPoint. The study environment is quite clean now. It's not very much like at home, like this kind of environment, and a lot of shift energy that I would say PC pool is much better because they have the centralized faculties institutes and Fachbereichen that they cleaned a lot of energy there, and it looks much better. The word is cleaner, the word is correction, and we have much more new rules added into, and I'm gonna share with you guys what we're gonna do. But I feel like I more or less just put that into the community and to set some Beiträge, directly posted the notes writing style of my YouTube channel and YouTube channel, and to say what is actually notes rules. I know this semester I failed the FG, but still I worked for Prüfungsberuf for 4 years, yeah, implicitly, so to say. And so I know a little bit how it works. But I'm in that time during the years I haven't allowed to working for myself, so I don't know actually. I always feel like I'm the I'm the grading ones and never got the reset exams. In my conscious doesn't have that. It does not exist that those kind of thing because really first from last year first I start to work for myself. I feel like very unexpected that I've been requested. I feel like great, but they don't really give that, so they think that is not me, and so they're gonna find the lowest point in their to grading instead of the higher self, for example. So doesn't matter. And so we also have surprising news, that is the the car competition got a new formation of the team. I don't think it's really from today, but they reposted today, and it could be some it could be some yeah, okay, it is like the Abwechslung zwischen the verschiedenen Decan, and they establish a little bit more new rules and new email address, for example, and etc. And so because that important and imply to our reality, that means that's shocking news, like the car competition finally have a new team. This kind of a company never appeared before, but during this years since 2022 and never during these 3 years, then they haven't shown, but for me like quite new. And so yeah, okay. So I surprisingly found that my my academic professor, my professor was coming back on this stage, but he is not really come back to my current university. Instead of his spirit gonna came back, and I feel like great because I followed him for a long time and we align each other. So and he's my I'm the fellowship of him, for example, and so we kind of align each other's conscious, and so I feel like more comfortable. And if I think it's where like the solo theory and about eco growth and etc., I feel like yeah, I feel like great. But to be honest, if it's in the case why it's not yeah, and so they really have some tricks, but they won't show you because all the surface front does not really only works for the people who are on the stage, and instead of many implicit logic behind, and that's more interesting. And so fine, and let's continue writing the let's study the content about this course. And it's two familiar professors, it's two professors which I really got familiar with, and one is my supervisor of my bachelor thesis, and another one is the langjährige fellow, the Professor Cornell. And so yeah, okay, fine. So we also align each other's conscious a lot. and I align them, and they don't really align my subconscious. But whatsoever, my conscious is not important. And so yeah, finally we just now jump into the study the content, and so yeah, and yeah, for appreciated the reason we got the screen that coming from the one how to say that, like one entertainment program that they with the fruit symbol, and is some orange colored fruit, and so that this kind of television program was quite popular in China, and it is the best one, I guess, in the regional TV program. So it is kind of big, but they still have like two competitors that kind of equivalent than them, like like yeah, like another two regional TV program, and so that they are kind of sharing their new kind of program who best in a Western country, and that the energy field I feel like appreciated. So today I also saw very much surprising um, aspects I never saw in my life, like I never saw in my Gefei-FIONA's life, like my search life, and so that I mean that in my Untersuchungsleben, uh, from from recent 2 to 3 years, 4 to 5 years, 4 to 5 years, I haven't saw that really the BL2 account about the life suddenly jump into the 90 zuschauer, and I never saw that, and I feel like surprising, and it seems like you imagine you are the bank, for example, like angestellt from welchem Bank, und you have the access to the system, for example, like some online system and etc. You know that at the moment, if time could stop and you can edit, for example, like the amount of money which presented by numbers, those kind of money, and for you just like numbers, and you can just input them in the ungiven fed, and then this will become some surprising events. For example, you can imagine in this way, but it will be happen because they have the moral of their work, and they have the regulation, and they have the SEC, and they have government to control, and this kind of thing won't happen. But I mean, at that moment, for example, like you kind of think that like today's my live stream social suddenly become like 90 and etc. I haven't added that yet. It could be in my reality, but I more or less not very believe that moment, and but you can trust that moment, and that is real, and even yet still not bring any sense like the monetary rewards, but it doesn't matter, and coming sooner or later. And so what we do now is only to collect experience now at the BL platform, also at the UL platform. So we kind of recording our study time. Current stage, we haven't expected any monetary rewards, so it doesn't matter. Okay, fine. So let's go about the natural communication today, and I really don't want to touch today this kind of area. The reason is I feel like very sad, and from last month, and the Yulian has announced that he gonna go to another university, different than UC High, and was a little bit surprising about this kind of facts. And And after almost 1 month, finally I've been informed, and he is saying that like 2 months ago, and he announced this kind of his personal decision, and I feel like surprising because I haven't been told be informed by anyone else, and so I don't know this. It is kind of a shock because Zen is very important, and in the sense of behavior economics. And so, from my point of view, I think that USC is more suitable for him. Like I kind of get used to, but his office number could be a huge problem. But the problem is that the new university which employed him directly give him a promoted position was amazing. And I never saw some senior researcher and directly becoming a professor. And it is all need some time period to realize, for example, and the senior researcher and to the assistant professor is quite similar, but direct to this position is really kind of upward promotion. So from my point of view, it's kind of like good big news. And instead of to say that in the sad aspects, you also feel like a little bit like when I buy the, for example, like first fan when I move into this kind of world, and I feel like that kind of energy, and you're gonna not want to experience again, because everyone wants to up yeah, some positive energy and some upward emotional state instead of downsides. And so yeah, cool. So 现在 OK my style stream 3 languages. One English, my preferred channel language. Second one is Chinese, and the third one is my German academic writing language. And yeah, okay. So feel free to comment, and let's go. And what else? Yeah. So in the LibreText platform, we finally bought several. Yeah, and the salary is quite is competitive. Yeah, so it's kind of much more valuable to think this way. Okay, fine. What we gonna inform you guys is that LibreText we first time bought the sports ETH, and it is the either this kind of cryptocurrency first transacted with the euro, and I feel like it's surprising because we always only buy the Ether and US dollar, and I guess that's the most reason why made me feel like so sorrow, because I never got the US dollar, and but promised my family wants me to really have some US dollar for storage for maintaining the value, but I haven't got that yet, and I trading this platform. I never noticed, and this is a big problem, because if you don't have directly exchange the currency with euro, so you always need first in your logic, like the supermarket or mass logic, and first you need to go to the United States, and in order to have or go to the exchange bureau and to got a little bit US dollar, and then you can use your limited amount of US dollar to change with some cryptocurrency, and then it make effective into their conscious and let them think, okay, fine, this is my personal individual cryptocurrency. At least I can hold them in my hand. I feel like safe. And so, yeah, in this sense, I think that's the most problem, and that's why I lost money. But I don't really don't have that conscious. And otherwise, is that finally we got the Ether and ETH, but the problem came in again. And even we have a lot of euro, right? Like the consumption and the spending and etc. In the study time during the study time in Germany, and we spend only euro, right? So only German euro, if you want to call that with Einführungszeichen, but it's just euro, right? It's einheitliche currency in the Europäischen das Ausgleich, right? Es gibt keine German euro or the Spanish euro or the oder Belgian Euro. Es gibt nicht, es nur Euro, okay? So in a sense, I was wrong, and even now we have the Euro and even, but they still got the inter transactions per transacted problem. I guess the reason is that you need to change back to euro or to Chinese yuan, for example. Or you need the euro and the Chinese yuan to interchange, and then afterwards transform that you that either to Chinese yuan and or even to another cryptocurrency to another cryptocurrency, but still cryptocurrency. And you if you, for example, like to behave as supermarket owner, like you need to hold something in your hand because you want to feel safe, and so that you can yeah, right, correct. That is the good functioning logic. So you at least need you do the placard, for example, and you do the calendar, you do the placard in order to let this kind of even from your memory and to realize in your reality, like you're gonna have a lot of placard, because a placard means that means that one seminar means love is in the air, and so that so that you can change this either like air and into the placard, and into the placard, and to like every day go through the university's small Zettelblatt, and you can see a lot of small advertisements which clip on a placard, and then you can at least have a little bit physical feeling about, oh, it's kind of air. And it doesn't really mean the Apple Air or MacBook or Mac Pro or Mac Air, and etc. I really don't really think that is Mac Air's problem, but the only issue is in that time I also have the MacBook, but I do think that to realize in some physical and little valued objectives, like some substances, and it's that's much more physical near, so to say. And so in this sense, we have new rules, and I want to tell my fans of my YouTube channel. And I was thinking that I gonna have a lot of regulations and discipline to myself. And I will write the notes kind of on this page, and to say what we're gonna do and not what better not to do, and it could also be informed by other already past student classmates, and so that it's gonna functioning, I guess. Yeah. And in the yeah, okay, so let's just do it. So in the campus management system that we have the right side and the link side, and as students we only do 6-box link side and left another right side to the grading team, for example. And yeah, okay, let's go